Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. You will never ever be on board, my stream 700 with Queen Naomi and my son Tadenikawo. It will never happen. Not when I am alive. One me, it can never happen. They said Ooni of Ife. Blasted Ebony straightforward when she insisted that she's got an emergency in the UK and she would like to travel with Olori Naomi on the same private jet to the UK. Now, what's going on? Naomi is going to attend an international women conference in the UK. And when she made mention of the fact that that was happening to the Ooni of Ife, Ooni made provision for Naomi to use the private jet. Now, this private jet has caused a lot of problems in the palace when they said that it is only Olori Naomi who is allowed to use the private jet. But you and I know that it is not true. Recently, Dr. Elizabeth had gone to Scotland and Dr. Elizabeth used that private jet. And, they said Paropo has also used that private jet also recently for a program in Brazil, right? And so, but when anything has to do with Olori Naomi, they make it such a big deal. But one thing they continue to forget is that Kabiyesi has the right to decide who uses his private jet and who does not use his private jet. Now, when all of this wahala was going on in the palace, Kabiyesi said Ebony should leave and go back to UK. And Ebony said she wasn't going anywhere. She stayed in the palace and up until now she's been in the palace. And when Naomi now came up to say she was going to the UK to attend an international women conference and then again to also do some decor in her apartment because soon after the Ofarende ritual she'll be shuttling between Nigeria and UK. Now it will be between the Keystone Heights mansion and the Royal Mansion in Lagos. When Naomi said that and Ooni obliged her the private jet, Ebony said she was going to the UK, that there was an emergency and she would board with Olori Naomi, and Ooni said it would never, ever happen. That is what is going on right now in the palace, if the information is correct. They said the palace of the Ooni of Ife was thrown into sheer pandemonium when news broke that Queen Naomi would be traveling to the United Kingdom for a grand international Christian women program. As was customary with matters concerning Queen Naomi, the Ooni himself and had spared no cost. He immediately put his brand new Gulfstream G700 at her disposal, ensuring that she would travel in the highest level of royal comfort and security. More importantly, he instructed that their son Prince Tadenikawo must accompany her, surrounded by a carefully selected team of 8 and security who knew exactly how to cater to the delicate yet highly esteemed need of the royal mother and child. Reports said before, the air was even cleared of this sweet announcement, Ebony, stirred up a fresh storm that rattled the very pillars of Ife. The moment Ebony heard that Queen Naomi was traveling, she promptly declared that she too had suddenly found an urgent matter to attend to in the UK. This was the same trip, the Ooni had begged her countless times in the past to undertake for personal development and to establish strategic, peace in the palace. Level of peace in the palace. She said she wasn't going. That she was not going to the UK. She wasn't prepared to go to the UK and nobody was going to force her to go to the UK. And Kabiyesi left it. And so why is it necessary for you to go just because you do know that they have given Naomi the private jet that you couldn't? You want to fly with Olori Naomi. And this time, the Ooni of Ife said over my dead body that you will never be on board with my son Tadenikawo. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even saying you will never be on board with Queen Naomi. He was saying you will never be on board with my son Tadenikawo and the mother. Because I do not know your plans. I do not know, because, that would be one of the most dangerous things to do. Putting them to fly together. To fly and go to where? And do what exactly? And Kabiyesi said it would never happen. Not under my watch. You are not going anywhere with them. They say Ebony started explaining that the reason why she wants to board the same jet with Olori Naomi is because it will afford them the opportunity to talk. That she really wants to talk to Olori Naomi. What do you want to talk to her about? Somebody has told you time and time again that she doesn't want to have anything to do with you. She doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't even want to see you. She has come, sorry, to the palace. Each time she sees you, she looks away like she doesn't know you, like she has never seen you. One thing I don't like is when people try to, make peace when, God has already fought the battle for you. Ebony knows that left to her, Nami, sorry about that sound. Ebony knows that left to her, Nami would not be in the palace. There's nothing they didn't do to this woman so that she doesn't come back to that palace. There was nothing they didn't do. The fact that she has reconciled with her husband right now is, just grace. The grace of God. She fought so hard. They fought so hard. And thank God she got married to a man who was ready to fight for her, because a lot of men will not fight for you. And then you want to talk to her. They say Ebony was overhead, telling, people right there in the palace that it would be a perfect boarding opportunity, that she would use the long hours in the air to settle. Sorry about that son. That she will use the long boarding hours, to settle unspoken matters with Queen Naomi. Some even whispered that Ebony carried a certain hidden bitterness and was plotting how to pepper Queen Naomi mid-air. A lot of people are saying, but of course, going by the things that have happened in the past, you do not expect that ride to be a smooth one. You do not see, for her to even have come up with that kind of proposition is because she has something in her mind. And the good thing is that Kabiyesi rebuked her and told her that it will never ever happen, that will never happen, that can never happen under his watch, that he can do anything, but nothing in this world would ever make him trust Ebony with Olori Naomi again. Not in this lifetime, because he knows the things that Ebony has done to Olori Naomi, and Ebony seemed really desperate. She can do more, because when it comes to this thing, jealousy will push you so far that you may not know what you're doing until you have already finished executing your evil. This is what we are hearing. If the information is correct, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.